What are we talking about now?
Well, no, see, I was saying about that talk show. It was over at the Playhouse.
That's right. It was at Playhouse.
And the Playhouse, they're doing their fundraiser on the 18th that you're going to be at.
Yes, I will be there.
And I have to buy my ticket.
You do have to buy your ticket before they sell out.
Oh, absolutely. And it's I've been there for the last. I've been there probably the last 2 or 3 years. It's a huge fundraiser for the company.
Okay.
That's where they raise the most of their money to support themselves for the season.
Oh, that's so nice.
So I always go over there. I bid on a couple silent auction items, and the food is delicious.
Is it?
Well, it's at the Elks Lodge. The Elks Lodge, I mean, this is my experience with most Elks Lodges. They have the best prime rib I think I've ever had.
Prime rib.
Prime rib.
Oh, I love prime rib.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you do because you're from the South.
Some rare. I love it rare.
I know you do.
I love me some rare prime. I will eat it. I won't even use a fork.
No, you
I
won't.
will just eat it. You've seen me at a restaurant. I would just pick it up and just eat it right there.
We had to get a couple of moist towelettes for you.
I need a towel. I need a moist towel.
Yes, you need a moist comforter.
I should twat that I need a moist towel.
Yes, you should twat that. That would be wonderful.
Well, and then you go there, and then they got some entertainment. They're doing the 9 to 5 show. They're doing a preview of 9 to 5. Oh. And I love that. I love that movie. I can't wait for that musical.
Yes, I do love that movie too. I actually auditioned for that musical.
For the Playhouse musical?
Yes, I do know Playhouse very well. I went over there and I auditioned for 9 to 5.
Really?
Yes, I was up for the role of Violet.
Were you?
They thought I would make a wonderful Violet.
The Lily Tomlin one.
Oh, I love Lily Tomlin.
I love me some Lily Tomlin.
She's so nice. Never breaks down, never curses anybody out.
Absolutely. Always professional the entire time.
Very professional.
Entire time. Well, then why did they not cast you? You played Mame, for God's sake.
I know. I played Mame, and I was going to ask them if they needed me to call in my choreographer. I was going to call Jerry and see if he was busy, because I know he probably isn't, because he hasn't had much success in his day. So I was going to see if Jerry wanted to come out and help me do my choreography for 9 to 5.
He probably just spends all his time twatting.
That's right. He probably does on the little fancy box. But they cast another lady.
Who did they cast?
Well, I don't like to say it, but she's an Irish woman.
She's an Irish woman. What is her name? Who did they cast over you? Who possibly could?
Well, I read it on the cast list, but I could tell from her last name that she's probably Irish.
What is her name?
Alicia Bulkey.
Oh my goodness, they cast Alicia Bulkey. Oh,
you know Alicia Bulkey?
I know Alicia Bulkey.
Okay, I've never seen her before in my life.
She works at the hospital, at the Mercy Medical.
Does she now?
She works at the Mercy Medical.
I know you've spent some time there.
Well, I have spent a few times over at the Mercy Medical, especially lately. I'm old.
Yes, you are.
I have to go for checkups, but I met her. We were having lunch at the Tony's, the Courtyard Cafe.
Tony's Courtyard Cafe.
Because they said on Chippy to go to Tony's.
They did, and you did.
And I went over there, and I tell you what, she sat next to me, next to my table. I was there with Jerome, and she sat there. She was so verbally abusive to that waitress.
Was she?
Oh my! She kept asking for water every 5 seconds. I have no idea. She must have the largest bladder in the whole wide world.
Well, she would carry a lot of water.
Well, I thought she was hungover. I thought she was hungover, so she was just drinking water, just trying.
She probably was, with a name like Bulkey, and being Irish, she probably was hungover.
Well, and I've seen her. I went to the Broadway Sing-Off last year. With the Broadway Sing-Off. It's like the Playhouse does this American Idol show. I went to the Broadway Sing-Off, and she won.
American Idol?
Well, it's kind of like the Playhouse version of American Idol. They call it Broadway Sing-Off.
Oh.
And Alicia Bulkey was a contestant. I mean, she was probably the oldest contestant there.
I believe it.
She was probably the oldest.
Could she even sing?
Well, see, that is a difference of opinion. I mean, if she got cast in 9 to 5, I guess some people in this community think she can sing.
Yes. Well, she probably tried to sing, tried to remember, and she probably couldn't remember halfway through it.
Absolutely. I was disappointed. I'm disappointed that they would cast Alicia Bulkey over you.
Right. I thought I was a very good Violet.
You would be an excellent
I went up there and I sang my heart out. I showed them, I told them.
You have the voice of an angel.
Right.
You
Yes.
know what it is. I have no idea why they would not want to cast you. As they said, you played Mame. You were Mame.
Exactly.
Person that plays Mame can play Violet.
Could play anybody, and I think it was that director and that choreographer.
Really?
And maybe that musical director too.
Who is that?
Well, Rob Hypes was directing.
Oh, I am not impressed with him. Not one bit.
You saw him on the Chimpy Show.
I saw him on the Chimpy Show. I think he's a little bit of a narcissist.
He seems that way, doesn't he?
I think he's kind of thinks he is better than what he is. Somebody needs to take him down a couple pegs.
Somebody does, and it definitely couldn't be that Chimpy the way that he prances around that theater.
My goodness, those two just walk around trying to feel like they own the whole place. They need to know that they are not the best at anything.
They're right.
They are mediocre.
At best.
If you Chimpy and Big Head, if you are watching this, you too are mediocre at best. Mediocre. At best.
And that poor Elton John was just sitting there behind the piano.
That is so sad that Elton John is just regulated the rest of his days playing piano for a musical.
Ever since Aida, his career has just been downhill.
Oh my God. I haven't liked a single one of his songs since Tiny Dancer.
Yeah, right. That was a good
And the only reason why I liked that song is I thought it was about Tony Danza. I was a big fan of Tony Danza.
I love Tony Danza too. He's a rather good character.
I used to go to bed every single night watching Who's the Boss.
Well,
I would just
get comfortable. Showed him who the boss was.
Well, that's what I would watch. I would turn the TV on. Who's the Boss would be on. I would just lay in bed and
That's
just watch.
Another one I can't stand is that Angela character.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to see if she was available to play Violet. I said I would just walk out of that audition.
Oh my goodness! I wish is Tony Dancer in '95?
Well, he could be if he was playing Ross.
If he was in 9 to 5, I would go see it. I mean, I don't know about that Playhouse. I've been to a few shows and it's good. It's good. Like, how did Tattoo Woman? Did she get cast?
Ooh, well, that was something I wanted to bring up with you, Pearl. I thought that you would have made a fine Dora Lee.
Oh, the Dolly Parton character? Oh my goodness, no!
You got the shape for it.
Oh, well, not anymore. My boobs hang practically down to my waist right now.
Well, so does Dolly's, but you could actually have been a shoo-in for that part.
Oh my goodness!
That tattooed woman got that part.
Oh my goodness!
From what I read on I like to go out and do a little spying. I put on my little black beanie over my hairdo over here, and I dress in my blacks, and I like to go and scour around downtown and see what's happening. And I saw that cast list, and you would have been a shoo-in for Dora Lee.
Oh my goodness!
But that Diane Core, she beat it out of you.
I hadn't sung country music since Kenny Rogers got a facelift.
Well, since he was sober too, because that was about the same time.
He was sober, he got sober and decided to get a facelift.
Yes. Well,
that's what happens when you get sober. You decide to get cosmetic surgery.
And you saw how that turned out.
It's a good thing that he did that in the 90s, or he'd been in the hospital getting his surgery and twatting it.
And Island in the Stream, that was
That was his peak, Island in the Stream.
Whew.
I tell you what, I tell you, I remember that one time. Me and my fourth husband, we were making love, and he put on a little bit of Kenny Rogers, and I got so close to the climax, and then he had a heart attack.
That's horrible.
Well, I can't listen to The Gambler without crying.
That's just a very tragic story.
Every single time they tell me to know when to fold him, I just burst out into tears.
You got to know when to hold him and know when to walk away.
Well, I was holding him when it happened.
Yeah,
I was holding him when it happened.
Did you walk away?
Well, I wanted to finish first.
Okay.
Shit. Oh my God.